Welcome, children of light. We're going to begin, as always, taking 4 deep breaths just to center the energy. In through the nose, out through the mouth. 1, 2, 3, and 4. I'm sensing someone who has a lot of clutter in the mind. It's almost like you need to free up space. Almost rearrange furniture. Maybe you need to do that in your house, but there's something that needs to be clear. Your mind is a bit too cluttered. I don't really have any subject that I want to bring up. I'll just see what comes out. You're looking for stability. And not just one aspect of your life, but all aspects. You're looking for a complete rebirth. You're expecting it. You're on pins and needles expecting something to change. And I say something, but really I mean everything. You feel like everything in your life has got to change. It's almost like you're at your breaking point. You feel like you've done the work. You studied yourself. You studied other people should you need to. You've done case studies. You went to school. You have done everything it is that a person. You've put yourself out there. You've taken chances. You've taken risks. You've put things all the way to the forefront. You've done everything you possibly could to bring in this new beginning, to transform your life. You've tried affirmations, and it's almost like you're sick of affirmations. You can't do it anymore. Everything is just so constricted. It's so cluttered. You've got to free up space. And this freeing up of the space, really, I feel like it can't. I won't say that it can't come from you, but you're not looking for it to come from you. You're looking for it to come in terms of the physical reality of your manifestations. You're looking for a brand new house, a brand new car, a brand new career. Some of you are looking for, a brand new mate. You're looking for your children to heal, for your family to get on the right track. Every area of your life has got to change. It's too much for you. You worked with people that you didn't even want to work with, trying to pull this into alignment, trying to pull yourself into alignment. You've taken on mentors, and you've learned from people who you realize didn't have your best interest at heart, and you can't anymore. You've reached your breaking point, or at least this is how you feel. I can't say whether or not it's set in the stone, but you've done everything possible to bring down your personal heaven on earth, and you're getting a bit upset, a bit fatigued because you don't see it. Your body is weary. You don't feel well. You feel like you're dragging your feet, or you just want to lay down somewhere. You got a headache. You're tired. You want to quit. You want to give up. And the only thing that keeps you going is autopilot. Your brain is on autopilot. I feel like you've made every decision that you can make, and you've made it for the harm of none and the good of all. You've done everything you possibly could. And I'm hearing somebody's spiritual team or spiritual parents say, well done, good, now I take over. um just a minute. Children of light, this in between worlds is getting on your last nerve. This sitting in between the the earth, the humanness, the density, you viewing other people and viewing yourself and realizing, wait a minute, I'm not like anybody. I'm not fully a spirit. I'm not fully human. I'm just sitting right here in the middle, twiddling my thumbs. You're exhausted. You're exhausted. This is really coming out. Oh my goodness. Wait a minute. In order to get the happiness that you want, you have walked away. It's like you're saying that to yourself, what else do you want? And you're asking that of your spiritual team of God or whatever spiritual essence that you feel connected to. You feel like, what else can I do? I've done everything. I've walked away from everything. I'm sensing the presence of someone who has given up bad habits, who has given up toxic people who they were actually in love with, who has given up on jobs and climbing the corporate ladder. You guys have wiped out things that were not for the good of all. You've done everything you can do. I know I keep repeating that, but that's what your spirit seems to be saying. What else can I do? I've done everything else. What more do you want from me? There's one last ride you need to go on. You're going to have to draw your sword one last time. You're going to have to give this one last push. I feel you guys' pain. It's really heavy. I feel you guys' exhaustion. It's really heavy. And your spiritual team is coming through and they're like, just push one more time. Just push it all the way through. Your sense of justice is not their sense of justice. They see things, your spiritual team, they see things differently than you do. Fortune to them is different than fortune to you. You may want XYZ, but they know that you'll be happy with ABC. I don't know how, I can't fill in the gaps because it's different for each person. I'm not really sure because it's a general reading. Um, I can't really say what you guys are after because there's more than one person. It's different for each person, and just take it as it is. Like, you want XYZ, they know that you're going to be happier with ABC, but they still need you to give it one last push. They still need you to draw your sword one last time. They need you to be defiant one last time. Um, Within this cycle, at least, they understand that you're tired. I feel like somebody's also sick. They have a cold or the flu. Hopefully, nobody has COVID, but somebody is in a sinus infection, some drainage going on. There's something stuffy about your face, some kind of congestion in your head or something like that. Somebody's not feeling too well. I'm getting the sense that you're a bit angry, that you're like, I refuse to change my perspective anymore. I don't want to learn anything else. No more certificates, no more mentors. I want to take what it is that I've learned this far in my life and do whatever needs to be done. This life experience excuse me, you're ready to put it to good use. You can't take on anything else. Your brain is full. Somebody is watching you say, fuck it. Forgive my language. Somebody is watching you say, forget this, I'm leaving. Someone has left their home. Someone has left their spouse or their mate. They've walked out because they can't, whatever it is, they can't take it anymore. Someone has quit their job or they're getting ready to. I'm getting the sense of, for the majority of people watching, you're walking out. You won't stay in whatever situation this is anymore. You are demanding the heavens to open. You are demanding a return on your spiritual investments, on your mental investments, on your emotional investments. You are demanding to be blessed. I don't have any judgment to this because, like, I understand. As an empath, I really feel what you guys are feeling. You are pushing boundaries and people out of your way. It's like, if you don't get out of my way, then I'm going to knock you over. Well, understood. You're, oh my goodness, like, you guys are really ready to fight. You are as tired as you are. You're frustrated. You're really about to knock. Maybe this is the time to manifest. Now, this is just my opinion. Maybe because you're frustrated, because you're so tired. Sometimes when you're tired, something comes out of you that you don't even know that you had. And maybe this is the time for you to push that one last time that your spiritual team is trying to tell you to push. Just continue to push one last time. Knock something over if you need to. Don't damage anybody's property. I don't want y'all to get arrested. Don't put your hands on nobody unless, you absolutely need to. I don't want nobody in jail or anybody physically hurt. Start by getting your home in order. Somebody needs to actually clean up their house. Somebody needs to wipe down their walls. Yep. Somebody needs to clean the stagnant energy off their walls. Somebody needs to. I'm seeing them getting a straw broom and sweeping their house. And even if you don't have a straw broom, I'm still seeing you sweeping the house. I'm seeing somebody go out and sweep their porch because there's something about the wind. The wind has really changed, and I think I said this in my last reading. The wind is whispering something, and I just haven't put my finger on it. And you just go outside and take a walk and see what it says to you. But there's something in that wind. There's something going on with the wind. Um, Anyway, back to the cleaning house thing. Somebody needs to go ahead and do all of their laundry and get it put up. Somebody really needs to clean house. And I know that with you not feeling good or with you feeling just exhausted, you don't want to, but give it one last push. Clear the way for these manifestations to come in. Someone needs to drink more water. Someone needs to take a sip of wine. um, if you're a recovering alcoholic, I'm not meaning you. Water is fine. Somebody needs to drink some herbal teas. Somebody can even like put the herbs in their water and infuse their water with it. Um, Somebody needs to stop drinking so much soda. If you are drinking some wine or some alcoholic beverage, don't overdo it. But there's something about taking a drink, and that doesn't mean that you have to do something alcoholic. But I almost feel dehydrated, and I almost feel like if you're gonna do something herbal, that there's something in the herbs that is going to help rejuvenate you in some way. I want you to walk around the house and give thanks. I want you to celebrate like you just got the word that everything has changed, like you just received word that whatever it is that you want has come through. Put on some music if you need to, dance if you want to, sing, give as TD Jakes said, 30 seconds of crazy praise. Something needs to happen and you need to go ahead and celebrate. Put your body and your spirit and your mind in a position to where you feel like you already have what it is that you've been manifesting or that you've been wanting, that you've been praying for. Celebrate as if that person is already healed. I'm getting a side note that I really didn't want to share, but I'm going to share it anyway because I'm being called to. I'm not saying that anybody is going to transition into the next world. I'm not saying anybody's going to die. All I'm saying is sometimes we prolong the inevitable. Sometimes we need to think about the person and whether or not that person is actually suffering, while they're here. Like, I'll give an example, and this may or may not resonate with you, but if someone is in a lot of pain, they're in the hospital, hooked up to all types of machines, but they have to stay sedated because whenever they come out of it, they're just in excruciating pain. If you love that person, then it's as sad as it's going to be, then you still wouldn't want that person to be here suffering. I don't know who that was for. I'm not saying anybody's going to lose anyone else. I'm just saying that we, if we're operating from a place of love, then we cannot ask people to stay when they're in pain. I don't want to dive too much into that because I'm not sure who that was for, and I'm just not gonna do that. And it's not because you're not important, whoever that message was for, or I want to overlook your pain. I surely don't. But this is a general reading, and I don't want to I don't want to put your business out there, and I don't want to trigger you too much and all of that stuff. So God bless you. Um, Someone needs to fully envelop themselves in their ego. Um, it's almost like you need to give yourself a pep talk. Like, I know I'm bad. I know I'm good. I know I'm smart. I know I'm successful. I know I look good. I know I'm worthy of love. Um, I know I'm the best. Whatever the case may be, call it how you see it, but you need to almost get, I won't say entirely in your ego, but at least 85% of you needs to be in your ego so that you can help to move this energy through you, this stuck, stagnant, exhausted energy through you. As tired as you are of affirmations, get some new ones and keep saying it and walk around your house celebrating. Um, you will feel joy again. Things are opening up. It's slowly but surely. Decisions will still have to be made. I know you're exhausted. I know you guys don't want to hear that. I don't want to hear it for you. But decisions still have to be made. Um, Deadlines have to be met. You have to take care of your responsibilities. You have to get up and cook and eat and wash dishes, fold clothes, sweep the floors, whatever. You still have to do things like that. I know, I know you're tired. If I sound, exhausted, then please believe I understand that that you don't want to do anything. Give it one last shot. Please, please, guys. Give it one last shot. Don't give up. Don't get frustrated. Don't go off on anybody if you don't need to. Stay grounded. Take your deep breaths. Meditate. Go outside. Listen to the wind. Sit in the silence of nature if you can. Or if you live in a inner city, just take in the sounds of the city and be grateful that we still have a stable society mostly. Be grateful for the things that you have. When you drink your water, give thanks. It's really coming out gratitude, pushing through. I know you guys don't want to hear that, but I'm asking you to push through. I need you to walk away from stagnant energy. I need you to walk away from people and things that hold you down. Anything that makes you feel like, oh my goodness, I don't know what I'm going to do. Walk away from that ideology if you can't walk away from the thing itself. Like if you can't walk away from your job right now, walk away from your reaction to it. There are so many things in the world that you cannot change, but you can change your reaction to it. Like, instead of getting frustrated with your boss because they're an a-hole, understand that the world is full of a-holes, and you're not going to allow anyone to manipulate your emotions. Laugh at them, let them tickle you, because they are trying so hard to pull you down, and your spirit is so strong that you won't allow them to. You still smile, you still be grateful. I'm not saying don't stand up for yourself. I'm just saying don't allow the world to pull you here and there. Somebody's been having some really weird dreams. That's because something wants to share with you. Something wants to share in your energy. I'm getting a sense that somebody you don't even really know is like pulling on your energy. Somebody that either they need your help or they need you to be in fear. Got it. Okay. Let me see how I can explain this. Um, I don't know what to call it except for the powers that be. Those people who are in charge. They feed off of fear and negativity, and you worrying about what they're going to do next. Stop worrying about what they're going to do next. Stop feeding into fear. Stop feeding into division. Stop giving that stuff your energy and starve them. Easier said than done. I get it. You sometimes your mind travels and before you know it you're there, and that's okay. But when you realize you're there, come back home. Release those things that no longer serve you. There is a song by a group called Beautiful Chorus, and in the song they're just chanting, any energy I do not need may leave. And maybe that's your affirmation when you get frustrated with the way the world is. Instead of feeding into that fear and that negativity, that division, just say to yourself, any energy that I do not need may leave, and get it out the way. Yeah. You feel so bad because it's a trap. The world, the matrix, like all of this is set up to make you feel like you have nowhere to go. Like you have nothing, there's nothing that you could do. You've got to operate out of love. Everything that you do, you got to say, you know what? I love my life. I love the people in my life. I love the sun. I love the moon. I love the grass. I love the birds chirping, whatever. Find something. Okay? I don't care how silly it sounds or it feels. Find something to be grateful about and love it so that whatever these energies are that's pulling on you, that they can't win. Give it one last shot. Keep pushing through. Draw your sword one more time and keep fighting. I'm gonna pull one more card and then I think I'm gonna close it out. Just a second. Um, a lot of you are heartbroken. There's oof. Somebody's inner child or their adolescent self is still in a state of heartbreak. That may also be coming through in your dreams. Something is very sad within you. And it doesn't really have to be the inner child or adolescent self. Somebody's just younger version of themselves. Somebody wants to cry now for whatever reason. Like there's something inside you that is very sad, that wants to cry, may need to cry, and if you can cry, then do that. But if you can't, somebody also can't get the tears to fall, and that's okay too. Go about celebrating, for the things that are on their way. Clean your house. Listen to. I'm really getting the sense of dragon frequencies. Like you can find them on YouTube. Healing dragon frequencies, and help to let the vibrational sounds help clear some of that energy out. I said I was just gonna let that be it, but I pulled one more. Yeah, that's what it is. There's something about your past self or your past life self that is also constricting your energy, that is also kind of pulling on you. It's like in your last life, maybe you were a judge and you still feel compelled to judge people, you may be, this may be a pure of heart thing or an egotistical thing, I don't know, but you still feel called to pass judgment on people, and that energy needs to kind of loosen up and free itself because you're no longer that person anymore. Maybe in the past you allowed yourself to be taken advantage of, or something happened to you when you weren't in a position to defend yourself, and that part of you is still wounded and crying. Listen to some high vibrational frequencies, move your body around, go outside, and try to break that energy up. There is a lot going on. There is a lot pulling your energy, but your spiritual team is still telling you to push one more time, fight one more time. Um, I really don't have anything else. Um, I can't always give lighthearted readings, although I wish I could, but life isn't like that. I'm going to leave it there. Thank you for tuning in, and follow your own star.